Good morning, good morning. So I have thought about this video. The first off, I want to say I'm not trying to be negative toward anybody. I'm just trying to be totally transparent. And sometimes you pay for things that you don't get, and I'm not sure whose responsibility it is to follow up with anyone regarding the issue. I'm just a company driver. NFI as a company has asked me to fill out the vehicle inspection report, which is I have no issue with. I've never done that before, but I think it's pretty good for a company if someone is taking the information that the drivers is putting on the information on the inspection report and following up with A, the driver, and B, whoever servicing their vehicles. So my issue, first off, with American Tire in Bardstown was when I first started working for NFI back in May. I've probably been there, I don't know, probably about a month, maybe a little bit longer. The truck needed a PM and oil change, everything. So, and when I got the truck, I mean, just to be honest with you, it was disgusting. I'll put some pictures of how I found the truck, and they NFI compensated me for cleaning it up because it was a pretty extensive cleanup. It was about, it took me about 8 hours. So, and a lot of products. And of course, with all this COVID stuff, sometimes those products were hard to come by. Lysol, Clorox, make sure everything was disinfected. But when I went to get the PM, at American Tire, they actually shattered my TV, and that happens. Hey, I mean, but they didn't let anybody know. So my wife and I were parked up one evening getting ready to watch TV, and it was shattered. Well, I had just gotten the truck back, so I hadn't been in it. The only people who had been in it was American Tire. So sent messages to my supervisor, sent her pictures. They end up reimbursing me, which was awesome. It took several weeks to get reimbursed, but I did get reimbursed for it. So, all right, it's not an issue. Then I go back and do another PM here recently when I originally started this video, and just this is where my issues became expressed to my supervisor is, does NFI really know what they're getting, what they're paying for? Because she had sent me over a checklist of items that should be checked and replaced during the PM. Preventative maintenance, I assume that's what, if everybody don't know what that means, it's preventative maintenance. oil change, filters, you know, that kind of stuff, chassis lube. And as a, you know, lease operator with Prime, you know, those run, you know, anywhere from $500 to $800, depending on, you know, what you get done and what all, you know, has to be completed. So it ain't no chump change. I mean, it's expensive. And that's why I felt led to do this video. Is this is a fleet account that NFI has, and they have I really don't think that they are getting what they're paying for. And the reason why I say that is I had taken a truck up to Cambridge, Ohio, to the NFI facility up there, where they have their own basically maintenance crew up there that they do all the people net and that kind of stuff. So I taken a truck up there because the people net wasn't working. Well, this is a truck that wasn't even my truck. It was this again. It needed a people net, and my truck was getting the oil change and all that stuff done at the time. So I basically got into another truck, and while mine was getting fixed, well, mine was getting, you know, maintained. So when I get up there, I'm asking them, you know, the mechanics, they're super nice up there. When I get up there, they find out that the somebody had just unhooked it, as far as the people net, whoever the driver was, or whoever, American Tire, I don't know if it's Freightliner, somebody didn't hook it back up. So they hooked it back up, everything, you know, was working with people net again. But while I'm sitting there, they're checking out this truck, and they're looking at the air filters, the wipers. There was evidently a recall on the 19s Freightliners that they were looking at to make sure that this one didn't have it. And so they was, you know, really going through a quick process of just you know, looking at the vehicle while I was there. And I thought that was super cool, because it wasn't even my truck, and they were replacing all this stuff. It wasn't even, it was only due there to get the people net fixed. It wasn't due there for maintenance or anything like that. So kudos to them. So I started talking to the manager, or the technician there, and I said, you know, when you guys do a wet PM, oil change and everything, what kind of things do you look for? And this is before I got the checklist that my supervisor had sent to me. And there's like, you know, filters, all cabin filters, you know, the gas filter or fuel filter, all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. So I get back to my truck. Everything's fixed with this truck. So I go back, I'm in Bardstown grabbing my truck. And this is when you'll see the video that I shot at that time, and I had just picked it up. Alright guys, so got a PM done on the truck here recently, and look, that filter, that white filter right there, hasn't been changed. So like I said, my biggest concern is, you know, they want these I don't know what they're called. They're inspections, daily inspections of your truck every day that you're in it. And hey, that's cool, that's great. Excuse me. And all's gravy. But when you're paying hundreds of dollars to have something done, hold on one second, let me see if I can't get this somewhere we can prop it up while we check this, check the oil real quick. Hold on 1 second. And you're paying hundreds of dollars to have work completed that we've all, you know, everybody's heard of, you know, mechanics or places. Not saying American Tire is by any means. I'm just saying that everybody always fears that they pay for stuff that they're really not getting. And with this being a fleet account, I mean, you guys can see there now, but the full is right here and the oil is right there. So it's probably, I don't know, maybe 2 quarts, 3 quarts low. So another thing, it just got an oil change. It has been ran. Why is it low on oil? So they're probably not going to be happy when I put this video out, because I'm going to tag NFI and I'm going to tag American Tire, and I am going to talk to my supervisor as well. And you know, it is what it is, guys. I'm just being transparent. So be back with you here shortly. So, as you saw in that video, I was a little concerned when I got the truck. Again, it just now came back from the PM and it hadn't been driven. I was 2 or 3 quarts low on oil. I just now got an oil change, so 2 or 3 quarts low on oil, and none of my filters have been changed, as far as other than my fuel filter. So the big thing that as a driver, the reason why I was concerned about this is, when I got this truck, it was, again, it was in terrible condition as far as on the inside. I don't know how the driver could make the truck in the condition that it was in. I mean, this is nasty. He smoked. I'm not a smoker, so the filters excuse me, the filters are really important to get changed, because I wanted to get that smoke smell out of there. And they did change the bunk heater and all that stuff. There's a little filter in there. They changed that one because they hadn't changed it when I picked it up, and I had looked at it when I was cleaning it to see if they did change it. They did not, but they did change it after I'd asked them to, once I got the truck the first time. So no, you got a behind the dash filter, you got that bunk heater filter, then you got a under your hood you got a filter, then you got your kind of like the air filter that goes over top of your motor. When you raise the hood up, you'll see the filter right there. That filter's never been changed since I've had the truck. So that's the reason why I messaged my supervisor, and I said, you know, these filters, they're not changing them why ain't they changing them? And what American Tire had sent back to my supervisor was that we checked it and it wasn't in need of repair or replacement. So I'm pretty sure you saw the video before showing that it was in pretty bad condition. So with all that being said, my only thing is that it's not my truck. You know, if it breaks down, it don't cost me money other than I'm not running. But more than likely they would put me in another truck, which is why I have an issue, because I've been in 3 different trucks and they're disgusting. For me, with this coronavirus going around, and to be taken out of one truck and just put in another truck without it being cleaned is unacceptable. So that's where I have an issue with the whole thing is, you know, if I'm doing these vehicle inspection reports and I am doing my pre-trip and post-trip, and when I reach out to a supervisor or anyone and I say, hey, this ain't right, what can we do, and nothing happens, I mean, that's where I have an issue, because it's just unsanitary. And you know, for somebody to get in another vehicle and get in another truck and have to breathe and touch everything in there with it is with trucking, and not only that, have to sleep on the mattress after the truck's condition, it's just it's crazy. So that's my rant on you know, does NFI really know what they're getting versus what they're paying for? So I don't know, but you guys be safe, have a good one, and all I can say is I just hope the truck don't break down. I hate getting into another vehicle. I like my truck. I cleaned it. You know, I've got mats in it, and you know, I just take care of it like it is my truck, because really, yeah, it ain't my truck. It don't cost me anything to, if the truck breaks down tomorrow, but yet it does cost me something. I got to get in another truck that's, you know, sometimes unsanitary. It messes up my week on running the miles, so that gets me frustrated a little bit. So you guys be safe, have a good one.